This is a 2010 Subaru Outback, and today we will discover the secret why people buy the Outback over the Forester, and the people who buy the Outback do not want to switch back to the Subaru Forester for any kind of reason. They just upgrade. Now, for starters, this car has got awesome comfort plush seats. Some models come with leather seats, others come with manual seat adjustments, and some models come with electric seat adjustment. This car is a pretty comfortable car to drive. It's got a great angle or view. When you're driving, you can easily see from all the outsides and all wherever you need to see. All the mirrors are quite big. Now, this car has been sold globally, and its interior speaks for itself. It's quite nice and beautiful. Everything that you touch is of a great quality.
Hey guys, so since I'm recording myself, I'm going to be showing you around. So here you've got drive mode selectors here, which will, if you're the kind of enthusiast, you can choose the sport plus, I guess, or just you push it down for the intelligent driving method. It's got a sizable, decent storage place here. This is the smart key. Here you've got cup holders, which is actually removable, which I liked. I think you pull it out like that, and if you have something bigger, you can actually just take that out. It gives you that touch of a nice car because it will open. The glove box doesn't just fall out, it actually opens gracefully. In the glove box, you actually have the storage down here where you have all these cables, and also storage here if you want to keep things flat and horizontal. One came with an Easter egg, so it actually has got a dash cam right here, and all you need to do is just put a memory card right there, and you can record all your movements. Mid model also has got lane keep assist and what they call pre-collision something. Unfortunately, even if you long press this and you turn them off while the car is on and you restart the car, they just come back on. So this is also it also has this electric handbrake, which you of course pull to disengage and push to engage. I also like this feature actually. You know, sometimes when you're in traffic jam on some of those hills, sometimes you press it to turn it on like that. Sometimes when you release the brake to accelerate, the car first moves backward. So once you press that, the car actually will stay in that position until it's released, until you step on the accelerator. Also got Eyesight, and these are the cameras for the Eyesight. These cameras actually, what happens is once the cameras are working, the car will actually brake on its own. So if you're not used to it, it can actually scare you because it will beep once somebody crosses the road, and then you have if you don't brake, the car will suddenly brake for you, which is quite a surprise.
Now, just to be clear, the Subaru Outback may be based on the Legacy Touring wagon. However, there is a major difference. Look at the ground clearance that the Outback has got. And, of course, at the rear, it's got a totally different suspension setup. The Legacy Outback has got a double wishbone setup of the suspension at the back, giving it the ability to tackle the off-road kind of situations. and that is the same suspension that it shares with the Subaru Forester. If you really must give this car a lift, then you can, but it probably may not be necessary because it will handle all kinds of terrain. The best you could do is probably get bigger tires. Now, we tested this car on a very steep kind of surface and it pulled through with no crumbling on the ground. Now, I personally believe people who buy the Outback are impressed by the legroom, the comfort of the seats at the front, and not only at the front but also at the back. And it's got rear AC, it's got adjustable, reclinable and inclinable rear seats, which are set up in 60-40 setup. You could easily do miles and miles with this Subaru Outback. If you're thinking of getting this over the Subaru Extreme, you are in right mind. Whether the terrain to your home is crazy or it's manageable, this car will definitely pull through because it's got the symmetric all-wheel drive system, giving it full-time or four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. So in case of any slippage, the smart all-wheel drive system just does the job. It is definitely worth the money. If I were to pick between this over the Forester, well, because I've got a family and I carry quite a bit of people in my car, this will definitely be a better pick for me because it's got the legroom, it's got the AC at the back, and it's got a large boot, which every family would need. Now, this car is blessed with either a 2.5 liter naturally aspirated engine or a 3.6 liter, both being boxer engines. This engine puts out 168 brake horsepower, and the CVT gearbox gives this car a great gas mileage. And on top of the gas mileage, when you really need a bit of power, it's available. Now, the sitting position in the Outback feels a little lower than the counterpart Foresters. However, the ground clearance is pretty much the same. Now, we need to sort this out once and for all. Let's hear from the experts whether you should buy the Subaru Outback or not.
We're going to sort this thing out once and for all. So Aldo, is it Outback or Forester, and why?
Hi guys, now this debate has to come to an end, but for avoidance of doubt, it comes down to the choice of a client or to the user. So whatever the user prefers is what he will go for. I'll just give an unbiased opinion, and Forester Outback, I'll choose the Outback. And here's why. I'll give you the similarities between the Outback and the Forester, which is good ground clearance, and actually they have the same ground clearance. The difference is the Foresters have a lower engine capacity, it's a 2 liter, but the Outbacks, most of them come with 2.5 or 3 liter or 3.6, depending on the train and preference. But most of them they're all above 2 liter. And now, regardless of whether the Forester is turbocharged or not, most of them are 2 liter, but they are turbo charged. So yeah, but it's better performance from turbocharged. Now, Outback has a better legroom, because a bigger boot. You have more volume in the boot. This Outback in particular, the 2010 has actually the rear passengers, because most cars have a good legroom for the front, but for the rear passenger, there's no AC. The Outback does extremely well. Yeah. Has AC behind it. Yeah. So very good for the back, for the passengers at the back, whether you have children or adults. You always have a very good space. And also for those who travel, those who need bigger boot space, the Outback will bring a very, very good deal. So I'll set up for the Outback.
This Subaru Outback is the 4th generation since its inception in 1994. And since its inception in 1994, it has gained popularity. It has been loved by all their owners. It's got a lot going for it, this car. When you're buying the Subaru Outback, watch out for high mileage models because you might get issues of oil consumption. Always check the mileage before you pay. If you've watched until now, subscribe, share this video with a friend, leave a comment below. If there's something missed, please let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.